Is it agony for you?
I don't like it.
I'm sorry.
No, it doesn't matter. I mean, but I'm glad you're photogenic and you're comfortable. As I say, when I've seen him on camera, you look very comfortable, very
Well,
good.
that's a lot of practice, Mrs. Bear.
Well, that's good. Obviously, I haven't had practice.
But thank you for doing this, for everyone who's going to watch it.
You're welcome.
So, no, it's a good penance.
Totally. We can have this subtitle. In order not to sin again, have your son threaten that you're going to be on video. That's the best interpretation I've heard.
But it does motivate us, right, Mom?
Well, it does. It makes us sick to our stomach.
I don't feel sick. Don't feel sick. I know. You know what, Mom?
What?
You know when I had to do those videos, I didn't feel good either.
Oh, with Father Gark, you mean?
Just, yeah, even goofing off.
Oh, that's wonderful.
But you enjoyed that video with Father Gark.
Oh, very much.
Yeah.
The conversation was excellent.
Yeah, but here's the point.
Yes.
So we felt uncomfortable doing it, but Mama Bear enjoyed the fruits of our suffering.
But Father Gark was a performer, so he should have... Oh, but in a performer, you're another person.
True, and you know, he hasn't done these kinds of things. And I mean, he's done. All of us have done presentations. We do the preaching,
yes. Yes.
But we're not used to kind of doing interviews on camera.
Of course not. That's just it.
It's all for God. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, Mrs. Bear.
Yes.
I just wanted to say Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
And you know what? This actually is a nice excuse, and an occasion, should I say, to thank the bear for being a wonderful mama bear.
Thank you very much. And this isn't being recorded, is it?
Yes, it is.
Well, don't let people hear the word bear. They're going to think something's wrong with that family.
Mom, everyone knows I call you Mama Bear. So, Mom, that would be my first question on this Mother's Day. What are some of your pet names for your children?
Puppy dog.
Puppy dog.
Lamb.
Lamb.
Bear.
Bear.
And you've also been called kitten.
Kitten.
Muffin.
Muffin.
Because of the M and the F and the N. They're all soft sounds.
They're all soft consonants.
Not because of the item itself.
Yeah, that's right.
Whereas puppy dog, lamb, bear, and kitten are more of the sweet animals. But Muffin was put in there because of the sound of the word.
And I have to say, Mrs. Bear, Mama Bear. Well, that's what I call you. It's true.
I know.
But it's endearing.
It certainly is.
But you know, one thing I want to thank you for, you've always been very feminine. Correct?
Yes, oh, definitely.
And you know, I read somewhere by a psychologist that when mothers are very feminine, it allows the sons to be masculine, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but I think we've talked about that before.
Well, I didn't know it officially, so to speak.
But for example, when fathers are very masculine in the true sense of the word, it allows their daughters to be feminine.
Isn't that
in the best way? Not right?
Yes, I was thinking, and being masculine does not mean being macho.
Macho, yeah.
It's not that, and being feminine is not in the sense of being overdone.
Correct.
Because there has to be a balance.
Yeah.
But there is a beauty in both masculinity and femininity.
That's right. Yeah.
But it almost makes sense because it seems to call forth what's in the person itself.
Yeah, in the deepest. And I think one thing, you know, we've always talked about is that true femininity is not only beautiful, it's also strong, right? There's that strength.
Femininity is remarkable, and I was thinking of the Blessed Virgin, actually.
Tell me.
The strongest woman in history.
Yeah, yeah.
And certainly the most beautiful.
Yes.
For her wisdom, her presence of mind, because when the angel Gabriel spoke with her, she could speak with him.
Yeah.
She wasn't frightened. She might have been surprised, but the fact that she could engage in a conversation and she was open to learning, what is this?
Yeah.
So I just find her an extraordinary figure.
Yeah.
And,
Well, she's our model, right? She's our model following Jesus.
Well, absolutely.
So, thank you for that, Mrs.
Oh,
Bear.
you're welcome.
I want to also thank you, Mom. You have always loved us.
Yes,
Yes. And you showed us God's love.
I am grateful.
You were a
for that.
reflection.
Thank
Because
you.
really, you know, I was also reflecting how mothers never give up on their children. The majority, the vast majority.
That's right.
Fathers can often give up on their children, but not the bears.
No, there's a bond, and it's not just a physical bond, but it may be an extension of oneself,
Yeah.
but not to possess,
Correct.
but
To nurture and help them flourish.
to nurture, to help. But it's also a privilege to be a mother.
Yeah.
And if one isn't a biological mother, one can be a spiritual mother.
Yes.
Because everyone needs gentleness, kindness, encouragement. And all women, all people can give that.
Yeah.
So, and that's even from fathers as well when they are the protectors.
And that was going to be one of my questions, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
What have been some of the blessings of being a mother? Because you never planned on being a mother.
That's it. I wasn't planning on marriage. That's all. Because I was so content with my faith and my studies that I didn't think anything was missing.
Okay.
And then everything changed.
Yes, Mom.
What was your question about?
What have been some of the blessings of being a mother?
Well, one of my greatest joys is to realize that 3 beautiful men are in existence now. And they wouldn't have been without my meeting Papa.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful to God for that. And to see you as, if I may say, decent adults. You're very giving. You think for yourselves. You don't take advantage of people. Mm-hmm. And I would say your depth of thought is just a joy for me. And I've had very good conversations with you, for which I'm grateful, because...
As am I.
Yes, well, some people don't have that opportunity, and I do appreciate that.
And I like how also, even though I'm 40 years old now, I can still talk to my mom about my problems.
Yes, although I must say I'm not the best listener, because I thought when people talked about problems, I had to be able to solve them. And I've come to that realization that...
But sometimes I just need you to listen,
It's
right?
just an ear. It's an ear.
Right.
But also I realized that if you can have someone share your burden with you, the burden is lessened. But I've had to learn that only recently, that I don't have to come up with the problems.
The solutions.
The solution, yes.
Yes, Mom.
That's right. Thank you.
Second thing I wanted to thank you for is for always pointing us to Jesus.
Well, that's wonderful.
Right? Because you always taught us to, I remember for sure, how you always asked us to love Him above all else.
Well, I don't remember that.
Well, you've always told, you told me that you love God more than me.
Yes, but you were already an adult when I said that.
Oh, I see. That's what I mean.
Yes.
You never talked to us about
about
Jesus when we were children, but as soon as the Lord came into our home...
Exactly. When I went back to the sacraments, but even then, I would say that because Papa didn't want you taught the faith,
mm-hmm.
that I wouldn't say anything because I just didn't want to cause any problems at home.
Yeah.
And so I had to be silent. But I prayed constantly, and I would say that was my lifeline.
Yeah.
But God's also given me the love of prayer.
Yep.
And even in your sermon, when you talk about prayer,
mm-hmm.
and I realized that, to me, it's there, and it's his gift.
Yeah.
So, but one thing I had hoped is that you would perhaps look at me and learn from me, as opposed to my talking to you directly about it.
And I did.
Well,
I
that was
certainly
wonderful.
did. Yep. I've learned
Well, that's
to
great.
love God above all else.
Well, you have to, because He's our Creator.
And the mother bear as oneself.
Well, that's
a paraphrase.
That's very sweet, because definitely, that, as I said to you, that's the right order of loving.
Yeah.
Love God first, and all other things fall into place.
Yeah. That's correct. And number 3, I want to thank you for being very virtuous. Now, we know you're not perfect,
Yes.
but That's correct, except for, I guess, our Blessed Mother and
Yes.
Jesus.
Oh, yes.
But thank you for being very virtuous, except for all your vulgarity.
Which I cannot stand. I cannot tolerate it.
Yes, you can.
There always has to be another way of phrasing something.
Because you're always very ladylike.
Yes.
Yes.
Praise God. Yes.
Yes. And you never liked anything that was, what is the word?
Crude.
Crude.
If we have a choice, and if we're being educated,
I think I'm ascending to your desire for that, Mom.
well,
Because like you said, I think we were just saying earlier, like, yeah, never anything sinful.
well, it's a question. If you can choose beauty, choose beauty.
Yeah.
Choose a nice way of saying something.
Yeah.
And if your emotions get out of control, make certain they get under control, and just express your views in almost a very polite manner.
Yes, as best we can.
Yes, because most people in North America have received good education.
Yeah.
So you don't need to be vulgar or base.
And I agree. Thank you, Mom. Sorry to cut you off.
Oh no, that's fine.
And do you have any advice on this Mother's Day for any other mother bears out there?
Well, certainly for the mothers to always appreciate their children no matter what they've done, just to stand by them.
Mm.
And if they've gone astray, pray constantly. And Father James Carew mentioned that in a Bible study session. Pray for your children, your grandchildren. So pray constantly, and just appreciate the blessing of being a mother, because it is a blessing. Never take it for granted.
Mm-hmm.
And for children, definitely thank your mother and father,
Yes.
because
We have Father's Day coming up later.
that's it. But definitely appreciate your parents, because it is a sacrifice being a parent, but it's also a sacrifice of love. And anything worthwhile is involving a sacrifice of some kind. Good athletes, etc., and good performers and whatnot. So there we are.
Do you have anything to say in French?
J'y ai pensé.
Okay.
Alors, je souhaite à toutes les mères, bonne fête des mères, et j'espère que vous allez passer une bonne journée.
Beautiful. Anything else?
One thing,
En français,
I haven't-
s'il vous plaît.
vraiment. Alors, il ne faut pas acheter de cadeaux parce que la personne, c'est le cadeau. C'est le cadeau. Vous comprenez ça?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because that's one thing I was thinking that I never wanted gift, is
No,
because
you can continue in French, Mom. People will enjoy this.
we
We can
are
put
the-
subtitles.
Nous sommes le cadeau, il ne faut pas en donner un aux autres. Voilà. C'est tout.
It's such a gift, Mom. You have to use it more often.
En effet, c'est une belle langue. Et c'est un don de Dieu aussi, je le reconnais.
And any famous quotes from The Little Prince en français? You remember any?
Oh my goodness gracious. Not pertaining to Mother's Day per se.
No.
Oh my
But
goodness.
I think what's the famous one you always like to tell? If I get close to you, my heart will begin to be happy.
Yes, that's right. When the little prince and the fox, after they have a conversation, and the fox tells the little prince, "Don't come too close to me because I haven't been tamed. And if you're going to come at a certain time, if I know you're coming at 3 o'clock, at 2 o'clock, my heart will start to be happy.
Yes.
So don't come too quickly. Come at a certain time, and then I'll start to be happy." And I found that absolutely charming.
Okay. So, well, praise God. Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome.
This is good. Better than expected, huh, Mom?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I was...